Harry comes home without Meg. He wants face-to-face with Charles to diffuse the king's fury after Omid's book. King Charles has been put in a precarious position by his son Prince Harry, and now palace officials suggest it's time for Charles to make a decision. According to the Mirror, a source close to the king's friends, Charles says he won't be emotionally blackmailed by his own son. GB News presenter Mark Dolan now said that he, like palace officials, is pushing the monarch to take action, saying, "Charles, it's decision time. You've got to decide which way to go with your wayward son, the prodigal prince. The decision is yours." Dolan shares his opinion on the current state of affairs, saying, "How can Harry sleep at night knowing the awful accusation of discrimination hangs over his own father, the king of this country, and his lovely and awful humbled sister-in-law Catherine, and who, if we're honest, wouldn't say boo to a goose?" In the meanwhile, across the Atlantic, insiders say Prince Harry is desperate to return to the UK to make amends. Harry knows it's bad and he wants a face-to-face with his father to try and defuse the situation. The whole nightmare has been a huge wake-up call for Harry, and he knows that he needs to come home and talk to his family, an insider tells Women's Day. Harry has honestly not been prepared for how it's all unfolded, and he feels like things have gone way too far and he doesn't know what to do. According to sources, Charles has been left feeling utterly saddened by the latest claims and feels like his already fragile relationship with Harry and Meghan has taken yet another hit and is refusing to take his son's phone calls. Harry's being completely ghosted by them all and is beginning to realise he and Meghan may have finally crossed the line with his father. He's convinced the only way to stop things from getting out of hand is to literally turn up on their doorstep, says a source. Meghan thinks he's a fool. She knows that she can't stop him, but she has no interest at all in joining him. She doesn't seem to understand the gravity of the situation, and it's incredibly frustrating for Harry, who's beginning to worry they'll never see eye to eye about his family. The source adds, "Harry knows he's got no time to waste, not with the cold silence coming from across the pond. He's got to act now if he wants any chance of ever being forgiven by his family. He's willing to set aside his issues to try and come to some kind of peace treaty. Even he knows things have gone way too far." Well, Harry will never be welcome or forgiven unless and until Meghan Markle is totally out of the picture, and there's some sort of public apology. Even after that, he'll never be a working royal again. As long as there's any contact with Meghan, neither he nor the invisible children will be invited to anything. He's complicit with all the drama and outcast and highly untrustworthy. The royal family will, in its archaic model of doing things, flex its muscle-ripped PR and deliver the coup de grace on the end game in such a manner that befits the very name. Harry has no way back. He's no golden egg-laying goose. That aside, it would seem that he doesn't seem to have learnt anything from to be staged life play of Prince Edward VIII, a would-have-been king with whom he boldly brings back to people's minds.